Hi everyone, good day. I hope that you were doing good and well today. And first, I'm gonna apologize you because some noises of the surroundings because actually I am in our boarding house. Uh, First, I'm gonna introduce you myself. My name is Lovely Alcacid from BEd 1B. So, my topic for today is all about the principles of the science, which are the variety, emphasis, the harmony, and the unity. The principle of design are the rules you must follow to create an effective and attractive design composition. So, the fundamental principles of design are the variety, emphasis, harmony, and the unity. All of these design principles help to keep important values front and center in the design process. It is important too to get know of these principles because it's provide a framework for creating visually appealing and effective artistic or functional compositions. First of the principles of design is the variety. So, variety in art means using different sizes, shapes, and colors to the artwork to create a visual diversity. So, artists achieve a visual variety with several elements treated in different ways. Uh, Variety refers to how artists and designers add complexity or from the word itself complexity, ito yung pagkakagulo ng mga linya at mga kulay at iba't ibang shapes na ginagamit ng artist para mabuo ang kaniyang artwork or art project. Ang variety rin ay tumutulong sa art project ng isang artist para i-invoke ang kanyang feeling or emotion. Halimbawa nito ay ang painting ni Tom Thompson. So, unang-una pa lang mapapansin mo at malalaman mo na gumagamit siya ng iba't ibang sizes, iba't ibang shapes at kulay para mabuo ang kanyang artwork. So, beyond of the complexities, makikita at makikita pa rin ang kagandahan ng artwork ng isang artist. The second principles of design is the emphasis. So, emphasis is used to attract a viewer's attention to the focal point or main subject of an artwork. So, for example, of this is in an portrait, the artist usually wants you to see the subject's face first, so the artist will use color, contrast, and placement to the direct where your eye is attracted. Another example of this is the painting of Anne Valliere Costin that called is Still Life with Lobsters. It used complementary scheme to focus our attentions, and it can be established by creating strong contrast of light and color. So there are two types of visual emphasis, the emphasizing elements and the emphasizing area. So first is the emphasizing elements. So through this process, the element of the art is deemed to be more important while subordinating other elements. So some artists do this to separate a specific element from others and showcase their skill on this aspect. So, halimbawa nito ay kung yung isang art na mas ginamitan ng lapis in sketching ay nagpapahiwatig na ang intensyon ng isang artist ay ipakita ang kanyang sketching capabilities or kakayahan niya sa pag-sketching. Kasi ang ibang artist hindi na sila nag-sketch dahil maroon ng app na ginagamit para makagawa ng isang art, which is the Canva. Mahalaga talaga ang pag-emphasize sa mga elements ng isang art design to help the artist direct their audience's attention to the particular points with their overall compositions. Next is the emphasizing area. So at an artworks, a focal point is dapat talagang naka-emphasize ang kanya area. So this specific area is may be considered as superior to other areas, for it is expected to carry the viewer's attention to this area. However, it is also possible to have more than one focal point, but doing so may create confusion. So, in doing some art talaga, ay dapat i-emphasize yung area kung saan yung focal point ang unang mapapansin ng mga audience. There are techniques and emphasis or techniques that can emphasize the artwork of the artist. So, technique and emphasis can help you to create a dynamic composition that is visually interesting. It tells viewers what to look at and helps artists bring attention to an area of their work. So, first, techniques and emphasis is the contrast. Contrast is the art that uses thick lines, heavy shading, and cross hatching to emphasize the subject or area of the artwork. So it is used to guide the viewer's eye to a focal point and highlight important concept of the artwork. As we can see in the picture, it uses more use, intensity, and more value of color to literally see the focal point of the artwork. The second technique of emphasizing of an art is the isolation. So isolation provides a mechanism for the subject to be isolated from other elements. It is another way to create a focal point in an artwork. So makikita natin sa larawan na may isang object na napapalayo at which is the ang babae na napapalayo sa isang group of elements that naging focal point or kapansin-pansin ng mga audience. So next technique of emphasizing the design of art is the location. Location is the space provided in the center to be considered the focal point of the artwork. So artists usually do this by placing the most interesting or detailed part of the creation in the center or slightly off in the center. So for example is the picture. You notice that how the shore is just above the center of the image. That can pull the attention of the audience. Fourth is the convergence. It is the lines or other elements that can draw closer together to create a focal point or that can guide the viewer's attention to the main object of the artwork. And the last of technique and emphasis is the unusual. So, from the word itself, unusual, it means that something strange of the image of the artwork that will grab our attention that can be considered as the focal point to or main object of the artwork of the artist. The third of the principles of design is the harmony. So harmony is the principle that facilitates the process of unity by recognizing the importance of separate elements and subjects but are somehow related to each other. So for example is for that is the all parts of the room or garments work together to create a pleasing whole design. So, harmony occurs when the parts of a design are related by a unified design and consistency of style. As we can see in the picture, the visual has a satisfying effect of combining similar or related elements such as adjacent color, similar shapes, and related textures. The last principles of design is the unity. So unity refers to how different elements of an artwork or design work come together and create a sense of wholeness, and it can be achieved through simplicity, repetition, and proximity. So simplicity refers to limiting the range of colors, materials, textures, lines, or other elements in a piece that will make a composition look more unified. It will appear simpler and easier to read as one word. So, simplicity, ito ay nakadepende sa isang artist about what they are exploring or expressing through sa kanilang paraan ng paggawa ng isang artwork. So, the artist must decide what is absolutely necessary within their work and what is not. So, pangalawa nito ay ang repetition. So, repetition is used to make patterns in an artwork. This makes the artwork more active and creates unity within it. With repetition, ang mga part or the elements of ours, visual arts, can match with one another. So, for example, nito ay think about of a checkerboard. The as we can see that the repeated black and white squares creates a sense of unity because there are repeated colors. The last is the proximity. It means how near things are to each other. Unity can be created through proximity when parts of a composition are close together. So, the closer together they are, the more we tend to see them as a group. So, that's the end of our topic. I hope that you literally understand my discussion, and sorry for the noises of the surroundings because actually our neighbor are doing their um, extension of their house, so please forgive me for the chaos surroundings. So that's it for today. Goodbye, class, and thank you for listening.